Do you avoid speaking up in meetings or feel like everyone is judging you when you walk into a room? Trust me, you're not alone. Shyness is something we've all faced. But when it starts holding you back from opportunities and relationships, it's time to take control. We're going to unpack this together. We're going to talk about vulnerability and courage and what it really takes to show up in our lives. Let's break it down. What causes shyness, how it affects your life, and how to conquer it once and for all. Shyness isn't just about being quiet, it's a deep sense of unease in social situations. It's that feeling we get when we're hyper-aware of ourselves, worried about saying the wrong thing, or terrified of being judged. And it can manifest in so many ways. Think about it: avoiding eye contact, overthinking every word before you say it, feeling your heart race when you have to speak up.
Now, think about the last time you hesitated to introduce yourself to someone new. What was going through your mind? Fear of saying the wrong thing? Worry they wouldn't like you? Belief you weren't interesting enough? That's shyness creating a cycle of avoidance.
Shyness often has roots in childhood experiences, fear of rejection, or the pressure to be perfect. The more we give in to those fears, the more power we give them. Recognizing where these feelings come from is the first step to breaking free. Get curious about your shyness and ask yourself the hard questions. Shyness isn't just about missing a few parties or feeling awkward in a meeting. It's about the bigger picture. It's about the opportunities that pass us by, the relationships we never build, and the dreams we're too afraid to chase. Imagine this: you have a brilliant idea at work, but the thought of sharing it fills you with dread. So you stay silent. You let someone else take the stage, and your idea fades into the background. That's shyness holding you back.
Shyness affects how others perceive us too. When we're constantly holding back, it can be misinterpreted as disinterest or aloofness. I once met a young man, brilliant mind, full of innovative ideas, but in meetings, silent. His boss thought he wasn't engaged, but the truth? He was terrified to speak up. We talked, he challenged those fears, and he found his voice. One conversation changed the trajectory of his career.
Quieting the inner critic, you are not your negative thoughts. Let's talk about the real battleground when it comes to shyness. Our minds. We shy folks, we're experts at building walls with our own negative thoughts.
Thoughts like, I'll make a fool of myself, or they'll think I'm boring, or I'm not good enough. These thoughts become our constant companions, whispering doubts and fears, holding us back.
But here's the truth, that these are just thoughts, they're not facts, they're just stories we tell ourselves. So how do we fight back? Recognize these thoughts for what they are: bullies.
Challenge those negative beliefs. Instead of what if they judge me, ask what if they connect with what I have to say. This shift in perspective takes the power away from fear and opens up a world of possibilities.
From small steps to giant leaps, building confidence one interaction at a time. Now I know what you might be thinking, Brene, you make it sound so easy. Just flip a switch and suddenly I'm a social butterfly. It's not that simple. And you're right, it's not about overnight transformations. It's about taking small, consistent steps outside of that comfort zone.
Think of it like building a muscle. You wouldn't expect to run a marathon without training, would you? The same goes for social confidence. We start small. We build those social fitness muscles with each interaction. Instead of pressuring yourself to walk into a crowded room and own the show, start with something manageable. Smile at a stranger in the grocery store. Give a genuine compliment to a colleague. Strike up a conversation with your barista.
These small interactions are the building blocks of confidence. The power pose, how body language can transform your interactions. We've talked a lot about the internal world of shyness, but our bodies speak volumes before we ever utter a word. Our posture, eye contact, facial expressions, they send powerful messages.
When you're feeling shy or insecure, what does your body do? You probably slouch, avoid eye contact, maybe even cross your arms. That body language reinforces feelings of shyness and insecurity.
But here's the good news, we can use our body language to our advantage. Stand tall, shoulders back, like you own the room. Make eye contact, smile. It's disarming and inviting. Practice your handshake, firm and confident. When we embody confidence, even if we don't feel it at first, our minds start to catch up with our bodies. we begin to internalize those feelings of self-assurance. Stand tall. Your body language is a powerful tool. Embrace your courage. You've got this. Shyness doesn't define who you are. It's just one part of your story. You have the power to rewrite that narrative. You have everything you need within you to connect, to contribute, to shine. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's choosing to show up and be seen even when you're afraid. Don't let shyness hold you back from living a life full of connection, purpose, and joy. Take that first step today. You've got this.